This is the Stockwell Roche Show, giving you real-time information you need to make educated decisions about buying and selling in the world-renowned Twin Cities. Now your hosts and real estate experts, Jason Stockwell and Josh Roche.
Don't delay, call Melissa Delay. We are very, very honored and happy to have a special guest that everybody needs to hear, in my opinion, with us today. She is the message maven, Melissa Delay. And I wanted to welcome Melissa right off the bat on the show. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you, Jason. It's great to be here.
So we'll get into the story of how Melissa's here and why she's here, but it will help you. It'll help your loved ones. It'll help you in business, relationships, in real estate. You name it across the board. What she has to offer will help everybody. And she is, again, the message maven. I'm Jason Stockwell with RE/MAX Results.
I'm John Van Hall with RE/MAX Results.
And we have a great show for you today with tons of information. We have also in studio with us Stephanie Havel.
Hello, with Wells Fargo Home Mortgage.
With Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, yes. Stephanie with an F. Why is that?
Well, it's Stefani, but it's actually, I could be Steph Funny because I put the F in fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And we have Chelsea Sonderland with Team Stockwell at RE/MAX Results.
Woo woo! What's up, guys?
And Josh is out today. John is filling in for Josh. We're very happy to have John Van Hall in. You heard him a few times in the past.
Yes, thank you for being here, John.
I am loving being here, guys.
Yeah, it's a fun show today.
It's fantastic.
It's going to be a great show. So what's happening in the real estate market right now is the parade of homes just started, and it's going on, so you're probably seeing a lot of activity, and we are seeing a lot of activity in our office with any houses, almost any, that we put on the market that are priced where they need to be. John?
Within 3 days, they're gone.
Gonzo, right? I mean, just the buyer activity, it's so good to see, and you really have to act quickly. So as a seller, the early bird gets the worm. If you take advantage of being on the market in February, you're going to have it on the market. The buyer's going to close in maybe 45 to 60 days. There's your spring buyer. There's your spring market. It's not the way we typically think, oh, I'm going to wait until spring actually hits. Now you have a summer buyer. So the people that are going through the parade, going through the opens, they are getting ready. They are ready. In fact, they're just waiting for the right home to come on the market. So always feel free to call us at 651-400-0773, 651-400-0773. And we'll be happy to talk about anything real estate related and help any questions you have and any resources you would need. Go to our Facebook page on the Stockwell Roche Show. Just Google or just search Stockwell on Facebook. And then tcrealestatehour.com. TC Real Estate Hour. We're happy to help. So any other stuff on the market, Stephanie and John?
Well, I was just going to comment, actually I just had a team meeting this morning with my Wells Fargo loan officers, and we were talking about our buyers and how many options that they have for loan programs. So our renovation program, talked to one of my HMCs, they said the realtor had shown one of their clients 40 homes.
Wow, that's
40 houses. I didn't even know there's 40 houses listed, right? But to me, that right away was a red flag. Like, what's going on? We need to talk with that buyer and find out what's not working with these 40 homes. And it may be, I love this neighborhood, but every house I'm seeing only has 2 bathrooms, and I need 3 bathrooms. Well, great. We've got a renovation loan. Let's find the house that you like, and then we can do the renovation financing, and we can get it created to how you want. Or if maybe your price range, we've got so many different low down payment option programs right now that some lenders may not even be aware of. Wells Fargo also has some exclusive loan programs. So if you're thinking, well, I was only approved for $160,000 and everything I find is $170,000 or more. Well, let's take a look at that pre-approval. Let's reevaluate. Maybe we can put you in a different loan program or product. Maybe we can look at a down payment assistance. So there's really a lot of options. If you've ever thought about buying a home, I just really encourage you can call me, 612-940-7335, and get you connected with a loan officer. Just like you're saying, get prepared, because you're talking about getting the house on the market. We have buyers that want to get it pre-approved. It's a free consultation. Just give us a call. There's so many options. And the renovation financing, we kind of forget about that. And that's a great option. If you love the neighborhood, love the house, but it just doesn't quite have those cabinets or bedroom or bathroom, we've got a solution for you. And you can move in and do the renovations while you're living in the house.
It's a great solution.
Yes.
What was your number again, Stephanie?
612-940 7335. And it's Stephanie Havel at wellsfargo.com.
Stephanie with an F.
Right. Or www.stephaniehavel.com. Yeah.
So we all of us like options, right?
Right.
We all like options. I don't care who you are. You typically like
Choices.
options, choices when you go to eat. Maybe when you're dating. I don't know, but we all like options.
Are you dating? What?
No, I'm not
Katie?
dating.
Let's not get picky here.
But when you're going, especially in the housing market and real estate, sometimes people feel, oh, I met this person. In Minnesota and Melissa and Stephanie can get into this, but Melissa too. And in the Midwest especially, they feel, well, I talked to this person. I meet sellers all the time, and they're like, well, I already met with this agent. And I'm saying, well, are you 100% committed to them? Well, I kind of feel bad. I met with them.
Minnesota
and I said, well, is there stuff
nice.
that they're doing that you see that maybe you want to look at other options? And they're so hesitant to say, because they feel somewhat of a commitment just by meeting with someone. Don't be afraid. It's okay to search options. It's okay to find the best for you, because guess what? You're the one who's going to be affected by that option or that choice the most of all.
Right.
Absolutely.
So anyway, make sure you do get options and check out, especially in real estate, some lenders know things that others don't. Some realtors know things that others don't. And it has to be a match for you and what's best for you. And it could be a program that you're not even exposed to or know that's available.
Yeah,
down
the
payment
availability,
assistance.
because we do, again, Wells Fargo are the nation's largest lender, and we do have programs that are exclusive to us and to our buyers. And we're
Absolutely.
not offended. Go ahead, shop us, because I'm really confident in my team and what we have to offer. I mean, we didn't get to be number one for no reason. And ask if you don't understand. We always tell our customers too, like, why do I have to have it? Can I get a gift for that? Can I borrow from my 401k? We'll answer all those questions for you. And again, give you options. We want you to get into a house. That's how we're in the business of home ownership. So we
That's
will
another
find
good
a way
point.
to make it happen for you.
Stephanie, you said one other good point is there's no such thing. I know you hear this all the time, but there's no such thing as a dumb question.
Right.
So some buyers are like, "Wow, I was afraid to ask my loan officer or I was afraid to ask my agent for this because they were like pushing the transaction along, and I didn't want to cause any problems." Like, no, it's you. Take care of yourself.
Right.
You have to ask questions.
Well, then we get so caught up in our lingo. I mean, even for my team members, we said, tell them we talk about liabilities. Okay, nothing personal. Some people don't understand what a liability is. A liability means that is a credit card or a student loan. So when we're taking an application, my team, we're trained to say, do you have any liabilities, which is credit card debt, student loan debt, things like that, even assets. Yeah. People are like, well, what do you mean? I mean, I got a boat. Okay, well, we're looking for liquid assets. Well, what do you mean by liquid?
Well, it's in the water. It's a liquid asset.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what, so again, don't be afraid. I tell this story a long time ago. I was first going to buy my house before I was in the mortgage industry. And she said, well, we'll put you in an arm loan. I'm like, what's an arm? She's like, well, because it goes up and down like an arm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, it can.
But that's not, adjustable rate mortgage is what it stands for. But so again, just, if you don't understand, we're using our real estate and mortgage lingo and jargon because it's just what we do. Yep. But don't be afraid to ask. Jason,
it's okay to ask for explanations.
What do you mean seller
when
pay
you don't
understand costs?
something?
What do you mean I got with the list price?
There's a lot of them. So contact us. So, and I'm a little nervous today because Melissa DeLay spoke to my team, and we had a meeting and a training, and I feel like she's judging everything I'm saying.
You're in the hot seat, Jason.
I know. And
Do you feel the lasers going right here?
Normally, I feel like other people are kind of in the hot seat. I'm in the hot seat right now. I'm like, am I saying this right, or is my language okay? So anyway, without further delay, Melissa DeLay, she is the message maven. Of her company, True Perfection.
True Perception.
See, she's not afraid to correct me when I'm wrong.
I'm going to tell you first off, Jason, that I use my powers for good, not for evil.
Oh, that's
so I
good.
am here to help, and
Awesome.
you're in a safe place.
Good to hear.
We're in a safe
now
zone.
I can breathe.
Oh, you're in the safe zone.
Okay.
So True Perception. So that's interesting. So I want to know all basically about the company, what you do, and then we have tons of time in the next segments for stories, which you out there will love, and you will benefit from these having to do with emails, texting, conversations, relationships, lawsuits, you name it.
We've
have it all.
got stories.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So
Melissa.
True Perception is my company. I specialize in good ways to deliver bad news. And that's why I focus primarily on managing reputations, because a lot of people have bad news to deliver. Now, because I'm so good at bad news, I'm also good at good news. So anything that you need to share with another person, if they don't want to hear it, that kind of makes it bad news. It makes it hard for you to talk to them about it, and it makes it hard for them to talk back. And primarily, I work in the business setting. I've worked for CEOs all of my career. I've been in this business 17 years. It's the only thing I've ever done. So I ghostwrite emails. I tell people what to say, when to say it, how to say it.
Ghostwrite emails?
Ghostwrite. So that
Sounds
means...
kinda scary.
What does ghostwrite
Well, let's
mean?
say that I have a leader that needs to send a communication to someone, and instead of letting him write it completely himself, I will sketch out some message points for him. So ghostwriting, it appears as if the message is coming directly from him. And the way that I can do that when I work with leaders is, one, I know their voice because I spend enough time with them that when I write something, it really is true to who they are. But more importantly, I'm helping them convey a message that's going to get the results they want. And the average leader, the average person, has never had the benefit of this kind of coaching. So they're struggling, and they use emotionally charged words, or they start with something that I really want them to end with, or they ask a question when I really want them to make a presumptive statement. And so trouble is brewing everywhere, in personal conversations, in business conversations, over email. And it's because I believe we don't want to know that there's a science behind communication. We think we've all been speaking since we were 2. Mm-hmm. And if I haven't figured it out by now, there must be something wrong with me. So I'm not going to raise my hand and say, hey, where is an expert who can come and tell me, is this the way to write an email? Is this the way to have a conversation? Meanwhile, the entire world has run amok. And we can see that in social media. We can see that we are really struggling to get results. We're struggling to get sales. We're struggling to land deals, to get people to call us
in
back.
relationships.
Right.
Yeah, we can go there.
People that
Why not?
not stand us up.
That's
Come on.
right.
So we'll get into this more, because my first question is, and I know some of you out there listening might be thinking, well, the problem is you're not communicating face to face, and we went to this whole technology world with texting and email, and that is causing all the problems. Now, if that's what you're thinking, you have to stay tuned for the next segments, because we'll get into why that is actually not the case. I'm thinking
You're
that's
right.
Melissa's
You're right,
thinking.
Jason.
So we'll be back with more with Melissa DeLay, Stephanie Havel with Wells Fargo, Chelsea Sonderland with Team Stockwell. I'm Jason Stockwell, Remax Results.
I'm John Van Hall, Remax Results.
Stay tuned. We'll be back soon.